Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about screen operations. The screen operations contains two different steps. So the find image and the pixel color. Let's start with the find image step. So the find image is very useful when you want to search for a specific image on the screen and then do an action when you find or don't find the image. So we can choose the image from our file system or go ahead and directly snip the image from the screen. So for example, we want to search for this GitHub logo, and just like that we can simulate this step and it will tell us that the image is found. If we change the Chrome tab, it will indicate that the image is not found. Okay, and we can specify the confidence level. So for example, I'm 99% confident that the image does exist on the page and it won't change in the future. But for example, if you're searching for an image that in the future might change, or on specific cases it changes a little bit of color or shape, so you can lower this down to 70%, for example, or yeah. So in my case, it's 99%. So yeah, uh, we can also specify the search area. By default, it will search for the image in the entire screen. But for example, if your image might have multiple occurrences, it might be you might have multiple occurrences of this image on the same page. So you want to restrict the screen size. So I want to search for the logo in this area. So I can now simulate and it will tell us that the image is found. And if I specify another area that doesn't contain the image, it will tell us that the image is not found. So yeah, because we searched for the image in this area. So yeah, we can go back to the data. So of course, when we find when we search for the image, we have two possibilities, either on success or on failure. So when we successfully find the image, we want to apply an action. So we can move the mouse to the middle of the image, for example, or move the mouse to a random position in the image, or simply not move in it. And of course, specify the next step. So what we want to do after moving the mouse is go, for example, to a next step, or go to the last step or first step to restart the macro, or you can specify your own step code here. So let's test that. Let's create multiple steps. Let's copy these and put them after, and let's give this one a new code. So my code here, and in this find image, I will edit it and specify here my code. So what this step will do, it will search for the image. If it finds it, it will move the mouse directly to the middle of the image, and then go jump to this step and continue and resume executing. It will jump this step and not execute it. So it will move the mouse. I guess we didn't update the region, the area. Yeah, we kept the area as this one, so I'll change it back to the entire screen. I'll simulate the step. Yeah, now it did find it. Let's retest this one. So time wait, and then it did find the image. It did move my mouse here and then jump to this step and ignore this one. So yeah, so let's simulate the on failure. So for example, if you're searching for an image and you are sure that the image should be available, and you don't want to wait for this 1.3 minutes, so you can go ahead in here and just specify 1 second and then fail the macro and then run. Let's do this. Okay, it did find it this time. Let's go to the other tab and then test. And then yeah, it will give us a pop-up that indicating that the macro has failed, and the image, because the image was not found, plus the beep sound that we configured in here. So yeah, because we specified that we want to beep on failure. When the macro will fail, we will hear a beep sound and we will get a notification. And yeah, that was all regarding the mouse, the image find step. So the next one is the pixel color. So for example, if you don't have the possibility of looking for an image, but you are sure that, for example, this Discord icon will always have the the blue color in this position. So we can go ahead and listen and and record the x and y coordinates plus the color. So we can just click on Alt plus 1 and it will successfully record the color. So this is the color of the Discord blue icon and plus the X and Y. So if we simulate the step, it will give us that the pixel color matches on this position. If we go to another tab and simulate the step, it will give us a red X mark indicating that the pixel color doesn't match. And the same thing that we saw in the find image step, we can also here vary and change the confidence level. If for example this blue will be a variant, so for example it will change to a light blue or a dark blue, we can change the confidence to, for example, 50%, and it will try to match it. And yeah, for now it will give us that the pixel color matches, but for my case it's 100%, it will never change. And yeah, and we can have on success and on failure. And on success we can choose whatever we want to do, so go to the next step like resume the execution or go to my code or yeah. And on failure we can do the same thing as we did in the find image. We can keep searching for the pixel color. It will keep pinging this position until it finds that the color matches. Else, if the timeout hits 1.3 minutes, it will fail the macro. So yeah, and of course you can simulate it, create, and then yeah, we can run. So it will wait 1 second, and then it did find it immediately and move to the next step. That was all regarding the screen operations, and I'll see you in the next one.